What's going on, guys? It's Ghost Rider from War Wheels, and today we are going to be looking at some of the attacks from our CWL war versus KG. It took place 2 days ago. It's a really enjoyable war, really close there at the end, kind of put a lot of pressure on us to get a couple last minute triples, but we ended up pulling it through. Very nice war to them, and good luck in the future. So just a couple of the replays that we're going to, 3 or 4 of them, just kind of looking at some fresh attacks, and then one cleanup attack just to kind of show how we approach tackling these bases. So the first attack we're going to be looking at is coming from Alex. Alex is one of our more extravagant planners in the clan. Comes up with some really good ideas. So obviously on this base, looking at one of these kind of, not really an anti-2, but not really a anti-3-star base in general. It's really wide, Inferno Towers all spread, Eagle in the center, and then Town Hall kind of isolated behind the heroes. So the best way we came up with for attacking this base was, let me get my sketch going. Alright, so we were kind of worried about the hero compartment, especially with it being a fresh attack and having a clan castle in there. Didn't really know if we could get a wall break and get the queen to get the town hall. So instead we focused on just making sure our queen got the CC and the enemy queen. Didn't know what was in the CC, but we're gonna just bank on the fact that the queen is going to get those 2 things down with the king and with the poison. Now, during the attack, we actually see that the queen is going to wrap all the way around. She's actually going to clear out this entire corner as well. So with that corner cleared out, you can start seeing, starting to slim the base out a little bit. Next phase of the attack is going to be the Royal Champ. So we're going to bring in an Ice Golem, come in this area. Ice Golem is going to start tanking all those point defenses, and the Royal Champ is going to come in somewhere around here. So as the champ comes in, she's going to clear. She actually clears all the way to the scatter shot, which is huge, especially on a Lalo. Okay, we're not really worried about the Inferno Towers, and he gets all of that down, and it only costs him an Ice Golem and 1 free spell. So with all of that taken out, you can start to see the pathing that we're creating through the base. So we still have the sweepers, so it's not really ideal pathing, but this is our Lalo. Everything here. So as we're coming through the base, we're going to end up attacking it from the bottom corner. It's going to send loons, and more loons. And what you're actually going to end up seeing is all these defenses that are around here are in range of the air defenses. So everything that's coming through this base is going to be tanked by the hounds for, I'd say, the first 20-30 seconds of the raid, because the hounds provide so much tanking, and he's also going to fly in a battle blimp from, I believe, this area. And in the battle blimp, he's going to have a hound, 5 super goblins. Makes it really easy to take down the town hall. Plus, it gives him an extra lava hound for the back end. So, lets him bring a couple more loons instead of bringing too many hounds. And he doesn't really have to worry about having coverage going through the base. So this Lalo is going to be perfectly timed to come through here. Let me clear this off. The Lalo is going to be timed, and it's going to come through, and it's going to come in a sweeping motion. So he's going to have everything here meet up. He's going to have loons down here already pushing into this air defense, and as everything reaches in here, everything's going to be kind of sweeping through the base little by little. Everything's going to end up here around 12 o'clock. If he can get through the first half of this base with a good healthy amount of loons up, mind you, this scatter shot is down. So if he can make it through that whole base, especially the front half, with a good sizable amount of loons, we feel pretty good about the outcome. So clear this off and let's check out how he did it. Alright, bringing 2 Skelly spells for the enemy Royal Champ up top. Probably only needed 1, but better safe than sorry. Never leave the house with just 1 condom. So as we start here, he's also bringing a Valkyrie, and that Valkyrie is just to help him clear. If it was a CC, we were worried about it being like 30 archers or something like that on a lowerable CC, and we were correct. So as you can see, there's a ton of archers there. Puts the poison down, King's tanking, Ice Golem's already down, Queen's just taking pop shots. You know, fortunate part about this is the poison was maybe a little bit too early. Poison ends up wearing off, but the King's barbarians end up tanking for the Queen. She's going to go ahead and start picking off all these defenses, just like we planned. Probably could have ended up getting a good wall break there and suing for the town hall, but we didn't really need it. So here he comes with the Royal Champ. Like I said, he's going to get all this value. He's only going to have to invest one of his freeze spells. A little bit early on the freeze, missed a scatter shot, but it happens. Oh, he used the second freeze. Okay, I didn't see the first one. Nice spotter. But he gets his value. Queen's wrapping around the corner. He's going to go ahead and pre-haste because he already knows the pathing for this base. Everything's going to lead straight into that eagle compartment. So get the spells down and get rid of the Lalo. So nice healthy pack of loons down here at 6. More coming at 7. Warden's down. And here comes that Town Hall killing blimp. It's got the next hound on. And you can see everything in this base is being tanked. So all these defenses, none of them are targeting the loons. Everything here is targeting this hound. And all these loons are free. So he invests one free spell here for the scatter shot. Probably didn't need it because the blimp was coming through, but just better to be safe than sorry. So once he clears this out of the base, he's going to have a rage, 2 haste, and 2 skellies, and the warden ability to get through the top side. So really good idea right here. Goes ahead and uses one because he finds this the tornado trap. Not a big deal. These super goblins are insane. Hound comes out. That warden hit a Sam, so he popped the ability a little bit earlier than he would have liked to, but not a big deal. Big rage down there. Everything's starting to split up. Clear out defenses at the same time. Really good rage right there. Now he's approaching his backside of the base, and all he's got to worry about is these 2 wizard towers, but he's got more balloons than he could possibly use. So he's got 2 more balloons coming in from the top, 2 still in the bag. Royal Champ jumps the wall, so just gonna go ahead and kill all these skeletons, but Queen's still alive, bunch of minions still alive. Super goblins out here being ridiculously overpowered. Very nice attack right there. Fresh Sui Lalo, you can't beat it. Go ahead and get through the cleanup. Nice job, Alex. That was a really good plan. The next attack we're going to be looking at is actually Red 5. Red 5 is a really old school player. Been around for a long time. Leader of War Whales. Probably the best player I've ever played with. So it's always fun seeing him come up with a fresh attack on a base. Especially with a Queen Charge Lalo. So just to get a quick summary of what we see on this base. So if you look here in the center compartment, everything in this base can be reached that's important from the eagle all the way here from this one compartment. So we have to find a way to get our queen into this compartment. She doesn't need to go deeper because she can reach everything, and she gets the bonus of getting the sweeper, the eagle, enemy queen, 2 air defenses, scatter shot, and the town hall. Of course, you're getting an expo and a wizard tower, but every queen charge is going to get some value, but those targets are key to his Queen Charge Lalo. So after he gets all that down, which, spoiler, he does, he's going to have all this taken out of the base. So now that leaves the back end of the base for his Lalo. Now he's going to come in and he's going to be really patient on his Lalo. I mean really patient. He's going to go 30 seconds or so before he really even uses a spell. Now the key things to see in his base, I believe this air defense goes down, not 100% sure, but he's going to have an air defense here, which is going to be tanking not only the air defense, or the hound is not only going to be tanking the air defense, but he's also going to be tanking the scatter shot. The Inferno is going to roast it, but it buys him some time. Bring the Slammer in here, and it's going to tank the Wizard Tower, the Expo, and that Slammer can live for a very long time. So he's going to have a nice pack of support loons coming in. Going to have loons coming in from the top. And he's also, because he's killing the enemy queen and the enemy royal champ is here on the back end, and he's going to have the CC pulled and dealt with. He's going to send his royal champ in with his balloons coming this way. And the royal champ's going to add a ton of value to this attack. You'll see it. And yeah, if you can get all this value, it really doesn't matter what you do on the back end. As long as you have the right attack planned, the back end will just fall. He's not getting any Inferno Towers with his Queen charge, but he's getting enough here to make it to where you just have to decide what the best troops are for the back end. And in this case, obviously, it was balloons. So go ahead and clear this off. We'll see how he does. Oh, also a note, he wall breaks here on this wizard tower. And the reason he wall breaks here on this wizard tower is because we were not sure there was Teslas in here. And we were worried that if we didn't have this wall broke, that the Queen would wrap back around for the Teslas. But if we break the wall and she steps in to kill an early Tesla, then we could still wall break here and she would still follow it in. So kind of a waste of a troop space, in my opinion. But like I said, never leave the house with just one condom. So bring 2 wall breakers. All right, so here we go. Comes in with a couple loons, get this warden tower down, start making this funnel. Early minion at 6. King's gonna funnel off this trash. A couple more balloons, eating some Sams. There are Teslas in there like we thought there would be, but it's not gonna be a big deal. 1-for-1 trade. Nice value. Queen's coming in, holding on to those healers so he can get the best angle possible because he is going into a sweeper and 2 air defenses. Here goes that initial wall break just in case. And second wall break goes good. Super wall breakers are so good. Gets his first rage down, heading into that Expo and that scatter shot. Queen's taking her time. King lures most of the CC out, which is good. Gets the rest of it, so it's going to come over here with the Queen. He's going to be able to poison the enemy Queen and the CC at the same time, which is huge on a Queen charge. Taking his time with his rages, recognizing that he's only really got 1 Expo. Queen's under a poison, not a real danger, so he can bide his time. Comes the second rage, deal with the Ice Golem. Now he's going to get the Sweeper, Town Hall, Eagle Artillery. Kind of see him start building this pathing up. Healers are all safe. I don't think they even ate a Sam this whole time. Now, here comes that Slammer we talked about, and the Slammer is going to do so much tanking on its own. Even hits the Tornado Trap and a Sam, but the Slammer is going to make it all the way through the base. Here comes that Hound tanking everything. Now, if you look here, everything in this base is on the Hound or on that Slammer. These loons are about to enter this compartment. That Hound still has a good amount of health, plus the pups. So this whole compartment is going to go down relatively easy, with no spell support. About time you start sending in. He's got 16 more balloons in the bag, so the loons here are going to support, kind of cut off the pathing for these loons to continue going through here, and wants everything to meet up at 12. But really good base of recognition, realizing that he can get a bunch of loons in here quick enough behind this Hound that they won't take any damage. Queen's still alive. Here comes that Royal Champ. It's going to really help out. It's going to freeze. Uses that rage spell on the loons just in case. Might as well get him moving, right? Queen doesn't need it. Royal Champ's tanking. Uses the Warden ability, which covers the Champ underneath the single Inferno Tower. It's going to end up saving her. Uses the ability just in case. Royal Champ's killing the enemy Champ. So many balloons left. Makes me jealous seeing him Lalo like this because I am terrible with balloons. But I mean overkill. There's 1 gold mine down here. If anyone knows Red 5, you know he's good for a 99%. So next time, 1 less wall breaker, 4 more minions, brother. Very nice attack. Next one we're going to look at is coming from Matt. Now this was a cleanup attack, but it was special because this base kind of gave us a few issues at the start of war. So again, it's one of those anti-2, not really anti-3 bases. You got a ton of defenses up here at the top end, bow scatters, all 4 expos, all the heroes, and the CC. Very difficult top end to deal with for something like miners or hawks. We tried a couple different strategies coming in here. We tried a YOLO Tron coming in from this direction with the heroes taking out this, getting a lot of value, and there was a lot of value to be had, but the E-Drags just didn't seem to get as much as we wanted to. We tried back-end hogs with a YOLO Tron, it didn't work. Just kind of got frustrated with the base, and we left it till close to the end of war. But me and Matt came up with an idea that if you notice on this compartment here, if you can get through this one Inferno Tower and you can funnel this area with your Royal Champ and get this mortar down with, say, a Wizard, do a sneaky little wall break with super wall breakers, is extremely easy. And once this Inferno Tower goes down, there's nothing back here that can harm your queen. However, she can reach the Eagle, she can reach the Inferno, she can reach all this trash, and if you wall break into here, she'll go for the Town Hall. And then outside of that, there's nothing on the inside of the base that can really do her any harm until she reaches this single target Inferno compartment. So that's a 1 rage, 1 freeze queen charge. Really not heavy at all on the spells, so you can really invest in that back end. Also on this back end, you'll notice that there's 2 air defenses. So you have 2 air defenses, 2 Infernos, or 3 Infernos, but 2 of them being single, plus the Eagle, and both sweepers. So in our eyes, we saw that if we could get that whole bottom side with the queen, and we can get these defenses here with the RC, including this air defense, that we could send dragons straight through the base. Use a slammer here, and then the dragons would have really no problem in here because you have, 2 ground expos. Scatter shots do a lot of damage, but if I had to do anything for a scatter shot, it would be dragons. So yeah, these 2 ground expos, 2 scatter shots, air defense will be down. So on this back end, you'll notice all of this can be frozen together. So it's really not a heavy area for dragons. Dragons can clear here 2 or 3 rages, no problem. 2 rages and a couple freezes get you even better. So what we ended up coming up with was the Dragon Zero, but then we were concerned that we were going to run into time issues because dragons are very slow. So instead of using the king down here to funnel for the queen, what we decided was if we use the king up top on this barracks, actually it was the other barracks, we use him here, he'll run this way all the way down here, because from that barracks the only defenses that will be targeting him is those 2 archer towers, which is not a lot for a king. So we were anticipating the king to get all the way down here and clear out all of this. So the dragons would have to just stop in this compartment, get the storages down, and they would also head towards 6 o'clock. Now at 6 o'clock, our queen will be there as well. So the queen should, in theory, be in this area, clearing everything out. King clears all this out, and we have the dragons coming, and the queen's moving this way. So really kind of simple plan. Just take some patience with spell drops, and Matt's going to execute it very, very well. So we were on voice, I was spotting him this whole time, and plan worked perfectly. So let's take a look. Again, 2 super wall breakers, just because anybody can wall break now. So here comes that Wizard. He's going to get a lot of good value here. There's a Tesla, which is perfect because it keeps his queen anchored. He's going to wait on his healers just because that air defense is right there. Super wall break goes in, not a problem. Easy game. RC is going to get her value here. Going to go in and get this air defense. Freezes. There's that 1 freeze we were talking about. Queen's being annoying, so he rages. Skelly spells a little bit late. Move that 1 more tile forward, and the queen's got to use another freeze or ability there. And you can see we haven't used that much time, and he's already got his first dragon down because he knows this wall break is going to work. And once that happens, nothing in here can damage his queen. Here comes the wall break. Queen's beat no storages early, which is perfect. We're going to start looking over. Here comes that slammer. Now the CC here is like 2 Witch or Ice Golem, something like that. So it's not ideal. So we ended up bringing a poison. Had it been, you know, Ice Golems or whatnot, we would have went ahead and just not brought the poison. But it does bring up another issue that the Queen is now going to have to deal with all the Witch Skellies. So we didn't anticipate that. Kind of a bad on planning there, but it's not going to matter at the end. Finds a Tornado. Really patient on his tome. Here comes that King. You're going to see how much value the King gets. Now this Town Hall went down a little bit later than we thought because of those Skellies. So he goes ahead and uses the Warden. A couple Dragons split off. But on the top of the base, I mean, he's got 1 Expo, 1 Air Defense, and a Scatter Shot. Scatter Shot's actually targeting the King, so Dragons got a little break there. Use the Rage, use the Freeze. Queen's down here just being a champ. Still has ability, still has 1 Freeze. Nothing in here can hurt the Queen. Only thing left in this base to worry about is that single Inferno Tower. So, of course, Queen's going to step into range of the single. I'm going to go ahead and pop the ability. Mortar's taking out the archers, which is unfortunate. Gets kind of close here at the end. But once the Wizard Tower goes down, gets a good split on his dragons. Freezes everything up. Eats a last minute Sam, which is unfortunate. But Warden's being a champ, targeting that Inferno. And everything goes down. So really nice attack from Matt right there. I mean, came through at the right time in War 2. This is the point where we were kind of struggling, so really clutch attack. And then we're going to look at one more. And that is actually going to be... Where is it? Did I miss him? Where's Alex? I know what base it was. Actually, we're going to look at Leto. So Ked, actually, nice name. Ked came through here with an insane dragon plan. And I had no part of this. And it's probably good because I probably would have told him this wasn't going to work and talked him out of it. But Ked is going to do an insane Sui here. And he's going to get his dragons all the way from the top side without killing the Town Hall. And he's going to have his dragons come in through here. Sweepers are both pointing this way, so it's kind of ideal for dragons to pass through here. But he's going to send a miracle Hail Mary blimp all the way to the Town Hall. And he's going to make it. He's going to pick up like 5 Sams along the way, but it makes it. And once that happened and the dragons were all in his core, I mean, it was pretty much game over at that point. But I just felt like everyone should see this. So here we go. It's a drag bat, so there's not a ton of planning involved or anything special. He's going to use his King and his RC, using Super Barbarians for some reason. But you know, it's that LP4 mentality. You know, you don't need wall breakers, you need barbarians. Queen's coming up here on top, going to get that air defense. Really nice Sui. I mean, for dragons, this is a really valuable Sui. Queen's going to bend that corner, pretty much pick up the same value that the King picked up. It's already at 23% of the base. And Queen's going to stop on that King. Here comes the loons. Dragons behind. Everything's tanking. And here comes this blimp. I'm going to pause it right when he tomes on this blimp so you can see how close it was to not working. But here comes the blimp. Look at that Sam. I don't know how much closer he needed to be on this tome, but that Sam would have ruined it. And he pulls off a miracle. Blimp's going. 2 more red bombs. Pulls a CC, scatter shot, red bomb. Sam, red bomb, another Sam. And these super goblins are insane. Then he does a bat bomb here, and the bat bomb is just going to decimate the base. It's not even going to be close. Still has a freeze in the bag. All his dragons down here taking out that Inferno. Ice Golem to tank this back end. Freeze in the bag. Freezes that for some reason. I probably would have just... Matter of fact, War Whales, we don't swag. We use all our spells. Really nice attack here. Probably would have pulled the CC troops up to the top while the dragons weren't there to try to save some time on cleanup. There he goes. He pulls them to 3. Not a bad idea. 2 minions for cleanup. But this base was trashed. Looks like a little turtle when it's empty, right? Yep. Very nice attack there. Good job, kid. Yep, that's all the replays. I did get 2 triples in this war. I'm going to do a separate recap because one of them was a drag bat and the other one was a queen charge miners, I think. Really nothing to be super impressed by, so I'll do a separate recap for that. But these were the attacks that we saw that were really good. So like I said, you know, great war to KG. Better luck in the future. Really glad to war against some of the guys over there. A lot of old school War Whale players. And congratulations to Ari, actually. Ari came through, and he was the first person this season to fresh triple my base. So, very nice attack there. I'm not going to burn my base because I'm actually working to fix it, but very nice attack. If any of you guys are interested in joining War Whales, go ahead and you can find our Discord server in our clan description. Go ahead and just join there. We're only accepting Town Hall 13s at this time, but come join us. Great old school clan, legend status in Clash of Clans, and we're looking to keep pushing it forward. But thank you for the time, thank you for liking the video, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for all the support.